So our first speaker of the session for electronic products in a circular economy leads one of the most recognizable household appliance brands in Europe, Vorwerk. He will share how the company is embedding sustainability into its entire value chain using 3 key levers: circularity, climate, and community. Please welcome the CEO of Vorwerk, Dr. Hendrik Wehr.
Thank you very much for the kind introduction. Thank you very much for having me here. I'm not the instructor, but for everyone who has still a beeping phone, there's a button you can press and then it will stop. Okay, so circularity is one of the 3 C's of our sustainability strategy, and it is a vital part. And transforming to circular economy is fundamental, and it is a joint effort, as we are part of highly specialized industry with global supply chains. So the Circular Valley Convention, or the Circular Valley Initiative, is for us key, because it brings together, it gathers main stakeholders to share ideas, to reflect on strategies and targets, and to build partnerships. So Vorwerk is a founder and a sponsor, and we are supporting as well the accelerator. You can see on the other stage all the startups, and I personally highly inspired to see what the startups bring as energy, fresh ideas, and as well sharing perspectives. So today I want to speak about the levers of sustainable value creation, the 3 C's, and let's have a spot on what are these 3 C's. First C we already got to know, which is circularity. And as we are an international audience here, I'm not really sure if everyone is familiar with Vorwerk. So I've chosen a brief introduction of our company, which is a direct sales company, even though that we are in the sector of electronics. Sounds a little bit dry, but direct sales is people business. So we have more than 100,000 sales advisors for a business all over the world. We are a family-owned company, which is more than 145 years old, and we have a turnover of 3.2 billion euros. To be a little bit more precise, I'm not part of the board of the Vorwerk Group. I'm the CEO of Vorwerk Engineering. This is a legal entity which is developing and manufacturing the products. So the right side is very much by my heart. It's about innovation. It's about creating wow moments for our customers. And that's special about direct sales, because you need to demonstrate products. It's not made for the shelf. There's not a feature list. It's really about demonstrating and to find innovations. And one thing is here as well, it's a very bulky work, cyber physical ecosystem. We are not building any more electromechanical appliances. We are building ecosystems. And that is very much focusing on platform and software development. Main products are Cobalt. This is for the cleaning sector. And the new top dog in town is the TM7, the new Thermomix. And this is the all new Thermomix, which we recently launched and will deliver to the market in the beginning of April. So, what is special about Vorwerk? It's on the one hand the hero product, and on the other hand the enthusiastic community. So if you're in a direct sales organization, you feel a lot of energy. And that makes us special. The community, this is the second C I want to speak today about, the community and how we want to utilize the community in our sustainability strategy. So circularity, community, and finally climate, which is not surprising. These are the three levers I want to have a focus on in today's presentation. And let's start with community. So one number I already gave you, 100,000, more than 100,000 sales advisors. There are, do you have an idea how many paying users we have on our recipe platform? I know it's no time for finding the right number. I can tell you, 6 million paying users every year. Maybe you have an idea what income I'm talking about. We have 10 million connected devices and roughly almost 20 million connected, registered customers. This is a quite large community. This is a broad reach, and we want to utilize it to positively impact our community on topics like health, nutrition, and mutual care. So we have a fantastic base, and we want to utilize more this base. And here I'm talking very much about our culinary business and the Thermomix. So about climate. Climate protection, that involves a vast number of strategies and approaches which aim to reduce gas and CO2 emissions. And that was a focus over the last years for us, and we have driven that. But even though that engineering, the organization I'm responsible for already in terms of carbon dioxide emission is neutral, but the real problem is we are often talking only about scope 1 and 2. And the scope 3, this is still the biggest challenge we have as producing companies, and this is what we are heading for. We try to reduce, but this is a long, long journey because we have so many materials, we have a quite complex supply chain, and this is a step-by-step journey. So what we do is we change materials, we develop new solutions, and last year we implemented already a reduction of 4 kilotons, and there are further potentials we want to implement over the next years. Basically, these measures are exchange of materials using more PCR, PIR material, as well in-house recycling, bio-based polymers, and of course using photovoltaic and CO2-reduced steel in our production. About circularity. So I think this is not the audience to explain the concept of circularity, because that was 1,000 times done. I think interesting is what is special for us from Vorwerk's perspective about circularity. What makes us unique and what is a leverage for us to boost circularity. I think there are not many companies which have the whole value chain at hand, from supply until the customer. So we have our 3 channels, direct sales, shops, and as well the e-commerce. We master them, manage them, and we have the full range, the full possibility to utilize that. Frankly speaking, until now we haven't done that, but this is part of how we want to do it in the past, in the future. And the levers for that are the 3 R's. I will talk about repair, return, reuse, refurbish, and recycle. So let's deep dive into these 4 elements. So repair, what is about repair? We have long-lasting products. We offer, after end of life, more than 10 years spare parts availability. And on the right hand, you see a vacuum cleaner. I'm now for 20 years in the company. When I started at Vorwerk, that product was about to end its life. It's still in the field, and we are selling every year millions of filter bags for this product, and you can still get spare parts for this kind of product. So I think it's in our DNA, and not to exaggerate, our products are passed from one generation to the next, and we want to build on this fundament and improve the situation in the field. Next is return. We are part of the EEE business, and here are some numbers from the e-registered parts, and what you see, collection rate is poor. We need to work on that. And it's not about legislation, it's not about regulation, it's about integrating this idea into your business model to be successful. And this is what we are currently experiment about. Look here, we do some pilots in France with Thermomix, Cobalt in Italy. I had to say it's normally Folletto is the correct brand name. Playing with this parameter, playing with the trade-in, refurbishment, reselling, and second life usage could prolong the life of our products about decades. And that is what we want to work about. This is an important element in our strategy. And coming to the new dog in town, the new Thermomix, here you see 30% share of recycled material as a starting point. That's not bad, and we are heading for more. But there is a big challenge. And the big challenge, and I need your help here, is to find solution for food contact material. You can imagine this is food contact. And food contact and recycled materials, this is a challenging thing. So we are experimenting about. We try to build partnerships to find solution. And just some numbers. If we look on the EEE market, this is the number of plastic which is sold in that market. And that is our share. 900 kilotons, we have 8 kilotons. And our share, total plastics recycling, is maybe 10% of our number. And we want to increase that. But there are some big obstacles. And one project I want to emphasize here is Increase, which aim to find solution, innovative solution, interdisciplinary solution to tackle fields which are currently not covered and where we can benefit from to increase our recycled material share. Okay, having talked about 4 R's, there is a 5th one. It's a little bit unofficial, but I think it's highly relevant. So it's about regulation. So it's a little bit jokey, but no debate that we need regulations. That is something which is important to set the rules on the playground. But I have to admit, and this is my perception, this perception of my team, we are absolutely overwhelmed by all this regulation as a company. I can tell you we spend, meanwhile, more resources on managing regulation than in solving problems, and this is what we want to change. So if I had a wish free, I would go for less regulation and smarter regulation. So thank you very much for listening and having me here, and I'm looking forward to building more partnerships together with you that we can reach our goals and boost and foster circular economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hendrik, for these very exciting insights and for your wish